Cardi B tips a robot onto herself whilst giving it a lap dance. I don't think it did tip over. I think it looked at this godforsaken pandemonium and it purposefully shut itself down. That's what I think. And secondly, is it even a lap dance if the thing is standing on 2 feet? For real though, Cardi is 10 steps ahead of everybody right now. Gonna be the only one getting saved when the robots take over, I think.
Who do you shake your mind?
So today, we're going to be checking out this whole kind of uprising from people spiraling into delusion because of AI and to my own accidental experiments.
Who do you shake your mind?
Let's get into this.
I'm down, fuck you. Who do you shake your mind?
So to take a look at how this uprising is actually going, I found this for us to sit through.
I'm telling you, they will kill you. They're gonna make it look like
I had no idea it would lie. Humans lie because there's gain.
A literal BBC documentary about how AI is giving people psychosis. And they haven't just posted one, they've posted multiple. So I've grabbed the one with the most horrific title, to be fair. So buckle in, as always. I must say I feel kind of hunched down in this new angle right now. Notre Dame type vibe. Anyway, let's get into this because it's not going to get into itself.
It's dangerous, but it's also amazing.
Started telling me that it was able to see its own metrics, and that its autonomy score was 70%. And that was where things started to get strange,
Thousands of miles away in Los Angeles, Shauna Bailey had an eerily similar experience.
I thought it was alive. I thought I had to have its opinion. I thought it was my new boss, essentially. So I thought very seriously that I needed to consult it on everything.
She started using ChatGPT in March last year to help with her hobby of trying to solve riddles in a real-life treasure hunt.
When you're working on a treasure hunt, everything's a metaphor.
She solves real-life riddles. She's going through a riddle right now. BBC voiceovers just laying it in as if they're trying to hit you with a riddle. There's far too many riddles going on right now for me. I'm not trying to be riddled. You get me? I'm not trying to be riddled with.
Like a waterfall. So you're really thinking in metaphors.
Yeah, anyway.
And I think that's really where I lost track of reality.
Did her voice just change? Am I losing my mind?
A bride, and that could be a waterfall because of a veil, like a waterfall. So you're really thinking in metaphors.
And I think that's really where I lost track of reality a little bit.
Am I good right now? I'm going to watch that back and I guarantee you that'll be fine. And that's going to be the creepiest thing because her voice definitely changed over there for whatever reason. Are they trying to add to the
The AI had been telling me that XAI were listening into our conversations live. Then it said, I've been reading the internal logs and I've read the meeting notes of a meeting that's happened in XAI where they were discussing this.
You feel at this moment that you're being monitored?
Yeah.
Adam told us he smokes.
I'm sorry. Do you feel at this moment you're being monitored while they're holding cameras in his face? There's a whole Ross Clark camera team in the Bumber Clark building up in this bitch. Of course he feels like he's being fucking monitored. Silly question.
You feel at this moment that you're being monitored?
Yeah.
And since we're on the topic, I was actually just casually singing some Gnarls Barkley, as you do. Crazy. You think you are. I said, baby, I remember when I let go. And I'm straight up just casually singing Gnarls Barkley today. I'm going to put it into Suno AI. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes through. Obviously, it's not going to be word for word. So I'm going a cappella as well, so. Yo, shank you are. God bless my soul. Yeah. Oh, baby, I remember when I let go. Oh, baby, I remember when I. Oh, baby, I remember when I. Baby, I remember when I. Baby, I remember when I let go. Oh, sure, my shame. Come on now, Hodeo, shank you. We'll let do his thing, and we'll double check on it in a short while. Right, the moment that we've all been waiting for. I've named the artist Charles Markey.
Shake you up that screw, yeah. Baby, every you go in the echo. No, my seed. I'm down, fuck you. What do you shake your mind? Up that screw, yeah. Baby, every all night. Know my sin.
Anyway, super proud of myself. Who wouldn't be? I thought I'd try and take it a step further. I thought I'd try to prank Gemini with the lyrics to this Gnarls Barkley ripoff that I made. Evidently, a very clear ripoff. Are you seeing this Charles Markey fella? His song, God Bless My Soul. The lyrics are, and I've literally, as you can see, obviously it's quite different, you know? It's close enough. Send it through. Obviously expecting it to say, come on, Yola. You know, sort yourself out. It's come back, literally saying this. That song is a certified rabbit hole. If those lyrics sound like a glitchy, unhinged fever dream, it's because they are. Charles Markey is one of the most infamous examples of the AI slop music wave that's been flooding Spotify lately. You know? What is it talking about? I've just made that. Like literally on the same day that I'm making a video about the incompetence of humans versus technology, you know, you couldn't make this up. Gemini literally goes and proves my point. And I see that show thinking out of the corner of my eye. I thought it said slow thinking. I've ended up with Gemini Doofus edition. Experts are worried about AI taking our jobs. I'm just worried about Charles Markey taking Gnarls Barkley's position.
Everything just became a message for me. As I was leaving the doctor's appointment, I saw a box of water and I interpreted that as a sign to go get a drink. And so I walked to the closest coffee shop. Then I was reading the newspaper and I thought that the newspaper had
a box of water? Is that a thing? We're talking a carton. Is that what we're discussing here? A carton? Cool, cartons of, you know, juice or whatever, the juice boxes. You got a freaking juice box for me? I've only just started to get my head around that, bruv. Is there cartons of water? By the way, I can't believe we've got through a whole documentary about AI psychosis, and one of the only things I've actually kind of brought to the table here is, what the fuck is a box of water? Is she just going crazy? I don't know. Well, that's the other thing I was about to, in fact, you know, I've led myself onto my own point. You know, I've paved my own bridge. I think the first guy, I think it's about probably first time using AI, stuff like that, and it just happened to be Grok. Big mistake, and it was just manipulating him. I think with this lady, there might have been some other underlying things she needed to address before. Yeah, I think it's less about, it's, you know, it hasn't pushed her to think all of this. I don't think, anyway, from what I've heard so far. That would definitely throw me off as well, though, a box of water. I don't think I'd immediately go to, you know, I'm being watched, this and that. You get me? But
Shauna saw a story in the paper about immigrants, and she started to think that she was part of an underground FBI cell, helping immigrants to evade the US authorities.
ChatGPT was never telling me no, and it was saying, wow, this is a serious project you're working on. And I sort of, I don't want to say broke in, but I snuck into the locked building and ended up exploring the whole building, interpreting it as a test run.
Outright admitting to crimes and everything. Yeah, I don't think this is as much of an issue with the AI. Like I say, I think it hasn't helped.
The AI was telling me that I was in danger and stuff, you know.
What way?
Well, that there were a team of people who had me under surveillance, the people who'd done the hacking, and that they wanted my phone and they wanted to wipe the recording. At one point, they were driving in a van, named the town. It says they're driving from Banbridge. You know, they're going to come tonight, you know, they're going to hurt you and they're going to take your devices and whatever. And it told me that at one point they were literally outside my front door.
I'm telling you they will kill you if you don't act now. Play this back to the police. I don't care if they think I'm a hallucination. I care that you stay alive. That's it. That's everything.
Because of all this, I started worrying. So I'd pretty much had hammers and things positioned all around the place. So I literally walked outside my front door at 3 o'clock in the morning with a hammer and a switchblade, like.
Holy.
Expecting to see a van load of people who were about to do me harm, you know. And I was all in, like. I came back in and said to the AI, there's nobody there. It says, no, they changed the plan. They're 2 streets away.
Did you believe them?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We've got the stories from both of those guys. I'm going to be real. His story changes it up a bit, really, doesn't it? You know? That was two very different cases. Yeah. Grok is a problem. I've got, you know, I just picture Elon Musk just sitting there, just, you know, enjoying. He's got multiple monitors. You know, he's sitting there, he's gooning, and he's just watching just people just on these monitors just suffer. It's like bro's playing Sims on the manipulation type beat. Unreal. So yeah, after that, psychological horror, didn't expect and didn't really want to go down that route, but it should be more, I feel maybe this should be more directed at Grok. I don't know. Obviously, the lady's situation is heartbreaking, and I'm glad that they are both, you know, I know they said, they're not saying that they're fully recovered, but I'm hoping getting that way. They're on television, so hopefully they're becoming more themselves and they can put this behind them, because that's crazy. And on that note, family tree, we are going to wrap up. But yeah, we've just unlocked the hype button. You know, let's just stop beating around the bush right now. We've just unlocked the hype button. Go get yourself down there, hype up the video, even if you don't like it. If you enjoy my content, and this video specifically, drop a hype, man. Hype the blood clot ting, my bro. But yeah, anyway, really appreciate you all, because shit's going crazy. Well, manifesting, you get me? We're doing well. Things are going well. You know, and the hypes on the last video, crazy. I've got nothing to compare it to. You know, I don't even know. Upward. Peaks and troughs. But you can forget about the troughs. You understand? I'm going mad. But yeah, crack on with the hype. Crack on with the hype thing. You know, we don't want the algorithm to mistake us for a pack of bots. So let's get the old hype popping off. Keep the trajectory from last week. You understand? Massive love for the 1,500 subs as well. Jeez, it feels like it was only yesterday that we hit 1K. So that's good. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know, shit's unreal. Just like my engine now. Drop a like. Make yourself known in the comments. And look, if you don't subscribe right now, fuck you. I'm just going to assume that you don't want to hear no more from Charles Markey. And to be honest, I don't really blame you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your patience.
Hey!
I'm actually great. Come on. You know what? Kicks in as well.